Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you. Raw, old school Raw is in the books for 2013. Honestly, I don't think it had the full effect of 2010. I think that this was just sort of like trying to make a big splash with something that worked once and just trying to do it again. I don't think it was lived up to its full effect. I think that the show overall was good, but I don't think they overall did up the old school enough for me. One of my favorite things that they do for these big shows is they bring back returning legends and guys that we get to see a lot of the times, like Sergeant Slaughter and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. New Age Outlaws were there, but a guy we haven't seen in a few years, one of my favorite guys from the past, the Honky Tonk Man, returned to Monday Night Raw tonight. He basically had a match set up around him. He was sort of like I don't know, he wasn't really the announcer or anything, but he came out there before the match to song and dance routine. It was 3MB against Albert, who I guess they're calling, what the hell are they calling him now? Sweet Tea? Something crappy like that I don't know, is not going to make any sense to me. And Brodus Clay, I thought these guys were called the Dancing Bears, but it seems like they're going by a new name now. Basically, the match was nothing. It was probably they needed time during the show, so they cut this match down from a few minutes to under a minute. Basically, they used longer on intros than I did anything else. Basically, just Drew McIntyre ran into the corner, and Albert rolled him up in under a minute. The whole thing was all built around 3MB not wanting Honky Tonk Man to sing. After the match, Honky Tonk Man came in to try and do his whole routine again, to be interrupted by Heath Slater, only to be hit by one of the weakest, I was about to say chair, one of the weakest guitar shots of all time. They started up the dance again. But Honky Tonk Man is a guy that we haven't seen in a few years. It was basically when Santino was running around with the Intercontinental Championship, and he was running the Honky Tonk meter, trying to take down Honky Tonk Man's Intercontinental record. Honky Tonk Man is the guy who holds the record for holding the WWE Intercontinental Championship for the longest time. We've had some long reigns in the past. Randy Orton came close. Santino somehow sort of came close. I don't think he's one of the best Intercontinental Champions of all time. That could be debated. My favorite Intercontinental Champion of all time was Mr. Perfect. Bret Hart had a damn good run. Macho Man was a great Intercontinental Champion. There's a lot of guys with that belt. I really liked the newer Intercontinental title that came out, but they brought back the Classic belt. I really liked the Classic belt, but I still sort of do miss that World Intercontinental title belt. And I don't know, maybe it's dead again, but I believe there is some life out there. When Cody Rhodes brought back the Classic belts, I think that it meant something, but then when Big Show won it, I don't think it meant anything anymore. But it was fun to see the Honky Tonk Man out there. This guy's honestly, to me, should be a Hall of Famer. I know he spoke out in some shoot interviews, mostly saying that the Hall of Fame doesn't mean anything, but I bet he does like these WWE paychecks coming in. A fun story is that on one of his shoot interviews, he talked about what Paul Orndorff honestly thought of the Hall of Fame, and basically Orndorff took the Hall of Fame. I believe he went in WrestleMania 20. He took it as just getting one big payday, and the plaque that they give you, he honestly left in the hotel and didn't bring it home with him. That's what little Paul Orndorff thought about it. I bet he kept the ring. I bet he wasn't like crazy man who sold his ring on eBay because he didn't believe in the Hall of Fame anymore. But Honky Tonk Man back in the fold. Hopefully we can get him for a Hall of Fame sooner than later. WrestleMania 29 would be a great place to put him in, but I think if they were going to put him in, they would have not used him on old school Raw like this. But that's just me. But WrestleMania 30 is next year. Maybe Hunky will need the payday, and they can put him in there. Peace out.